Hello and welcome to VitoshAcademy. Today we'll be learning Pandas through real SQL examples. We are going to build an in-memory SQL database, import it into Pandas, and answer analytical questions about a football mini-season. You will see SQL queries side by side with their Pandas equivalents. Let's quickly start. First, we import the three libraries we would be using: SQLite, Pandas, and NumPy. And we'll be using them as we will set up a in-memory SQL database with some football data, the teams, players, matches, and that's it. So let's first create the connection. The connection would be SQLite tree.connect, and as I said, it would be an in-memory database. And we'll be using also the cursor, and it will be connection.cursor. Let's see what we got here. Connection, we have the object cursor, and we have an object. Great. Let's fill it now with data. I have prepared something not to bother you typing. Yeah, pretty much this is it. Drop table if exists. These are our three tables. We create the tables if they are not dropped, which is interesting, is that the goals of our players are always not null. Assists could be null. Yeah, this is what we do. Matches, we have match ID, date, home, away, home goals, away goals. We have three teams: the Lions from Sofia. Anyone from the Lions AFC watching me? Yeah, hell guys. If anyone is from Wolves, Plovdiv, or Eagles, Wagner, yeah, the years are not correct. I'll put something like more reasonable here. I think it was 2015, from what I remember. Then we have the players. Players are completely created. Rui Costa never played for Lions. And then we have some dates. Okay, Shift Enter, nothing happened. So what we should do is we should take the connection and we should commit. Yeah, nothing happened again, but it is there. How do we know? Well, we can use pd.readsql, and you can use select star from teams and use the connection, and then take a look at the teams. They are here, and the same with the other three things we are interested in. Players. Are the players here? Yes. And then the third thing we are interested in is matches. Matches are there. And just to make sure, we'll parse also the dates. In matches, as we have something there. Parse dates equals date. Yeah, great. We are perfect. And what we can do is we can demonstrate something like teams.head, matches.head, and players.head. Let's see what's going to happen. We got all of them like this. But if we only call one, it looks beautiful. Okay, so now let's start with something more interesting. SQL versus Pandas filtering. Okay, so let's compare our filtering forwards with more than 1,200 minutes, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. And only if they're forwards, so it would be actually Ivan Petrov here and Georgiliev there. So let's try first with SQL. Pretty much. Let's copy this and write SQL1. Pandas, read SQL. And we'll be asking to select stuff. You'll be using it like this. And with three strings like that, it means that we can write whatever we want below, roughly. Yeah, somewhere here. It's more beautiful this way. just trying it. I think I put 4 left. Yeah. So this is where we are going to write our SQL. And in our case, it would be select. So select name team goes from players where the position is FW, just to avoid this one as far as we are using those. No need to escape the inverted commas. And the minutes is something that we wanted also. And minutes above 1200. So SQL1, we should get these two names. Great. Now let's try to get this with Pandas. So it would be PD1 and it would be players.lock, and we would be asking players position to be FW. Let's try just this one, see what we got. We got 3 guys, and the other thing that we should put is to ask for players minutes to be above 1200. Okay, already 2 guys, but we have a lot of information, and we only need team, or we only need the one that we had in SQL1, which were name, teams, and goals. So that means that we are simply going to say here and say, hey dude, we have the lock, so comma, and give us name, team, like this, and goals. Pretty much the same, obviously. This one versus this one, easy to see and easy to compare. Okay, let's try the next step and let's aggregate total goals per team. So these are the goals here, 1, 2, 3. Let's take a look at the teams, players here, just to have an idea about the goals. So 11, 4, and 1 should be like 15, 16 for Lions, and the other teams should be having 7 and 5 correspondingly, as they only have 1 player in our table. Okay, so let's start with the SQL. As far as it's way easier copying this one, and let's put some comment here. We're doing total goals per team, and this is aggregation. Yeah, great. So let's aggregate, and we have select. We only want actually team and the sum of goals, and that's it. From players, no requirement, just group by team, and of course this is SQL2. Okay, what we didn't like, group by from, okay, this comma probably. Yeah, this is it. Lions are with 16, Eagles are with 5, Wolves with 7. We can say order by 2, and then descending. Yes, when we say order by 2, we mean the second column, and descending means the top goal scorers are first. If anyone from AFC Lions from 2015 is watching this video, good job. Yeah, I have changed the year. Let's continue with aggregation for Pandas. What should it look like? It should be something like PD2, and it should be players dot group by team and goes and some. So PD2 is this one, And we see that it's different. The difference is that this one is a series. Let's try to reset the index. And now it looks okay. Yeah. Should we order it as well? Ordering would be interesting, actually. Ordering here by 2, it wouldn't be that easy. What we should do is we should use sort values. So pd dot sort values, and we are interested into goes, and then we should say ascending equals false. Ascending equals false, it means it is descending. And should we reset the index? Yeah, makes sense. Let's see. Okay, not rest index, but reset index. And it works. I would say that's okay. And let's continue. Continuing would be with join and merge, which are pretty much the same. In SQL we use join, in Pandas we use merge. Let's start again with the SQL. It will be SQL3. And what we'll be using, we'll be using the interesting thing of combination of name of the player and their cities, joining them with the teams. So let's start. Okay, it will not be like this. We'll be using players P. So it will be select p.name. It's the players.name, pretty much, but this way it's easier. And T for teams.city. If you remember our teams table, it looked like this. So it had Sofia, Plovdiv, and Varna, the 3 biggest cities in Bulgaria. So p name T city from players P. And we'll be joining it with teams T on T. Teams equals p dot team. Teams T on T team equals p team. That's probably better. Problem around the from syntax. Oh yeah, again my comma here, somehow thinking about other stuff, obviously. SQL3, and this is it. We see which player is from which city based on the team they work. So it works like this. This guy has relation to, obviously, to Lions, and Lions in its own table, we see that it's in the city of Sofia. That's like SQL 101, how to do a standard join. And Pandas 3, we should do pretty much the same thing. Players dot merge. As merge is what join is for SQL, and we're gonna merge teams on team. We explicitly say it was gonna be left merge, pretty much the standard one. Let's see what we're gonna get only with this. Okay, we pretty much what we get is like one big table with teams and players, and we actually only want name and city. Is it the same? It is actually the same. Yes, great. And now let's make something only in SQL, just to make it a bit fancier. Let's calculate the points and the goal differences in the league table, just to finish with something nice. So first, we're gonna say M would be matches, copy, just to make sure that we do not break something on our table. It looks like this. Yeah. Okay. And we are supposed, based on these matches, to make some assumptions how the things work. So let's wait a bit and catch you in a while once I'm ready with the whole table. Okay, and in a while, this is how the Pandas thing works. The match home points and the match away points is what we are interested in. And then it's pretty much used MP where match away goes is bigger than match home goes, then give 3, else give 1, otherwise give 0. And pretty much this is the match ID. The first one, Lions defeated Wolves 2-1. Then Eagles fell from Lions 1-3. So Lions should have 6 points. Eagles should have 1 point and Wolves should have 1 point. Additionally, we have the home table and the away table just to calculate them. Then we concatenate the two tables. Let's use total points. Yeah, total points is good. Total points. Yeah, and let's see. So Lions with 6 points, 5 goals scored, 2 goals accepted, so to say, and goal difference of 3. And the other two teams are with negative goal difference. So far, so good. The last thing we are gonna do is we're gonna work also again only with Pandas. We are gonna see the top 3 goal scorers, which obviously are gonna be Ivan Petrov, Georgi Iliev, and Peter Marin. Rikoshta is only with 1 point, 1 goal. Yeah, but this is like imaginary numbers, so imaginary numbers in terms of the values are just coming out of the blue. Okay, so players dot nlargest 3 in terms of goals. Yeah, this is how we got it, but it's good if we have the PD dot, I think this would be PD4. Am I correct? Yes. So PD4 is this one, and if you only want specific columns, then you should say I only want the name, the team, and the goals. And of course, let's look at it like this. Okay. Something like this. Yes, so this is how it works. Additionally, you can consider putting it here like that. But let's not overcomplicate it, because you never know who's reading the code, who's coming after us for this. And now let's make something more interesting and actually challenging. Let's divide the players based on their age into a few bins. So we have a 24, 29, 31, 27, and 20-year-old. So good bins are, let's say, less than 22, then someone in 23 to 26, 27, 30, and 31. Yeah, something like that. So let's divide them with Pandas. So first we say the bins. Our bins are gonna be from 0 to 22, then to 26, then to 30, and then to infinity. Yeah, this is just a simple list, but it works. So labels, and the labels should be something like less than 22, 23, 26, 27, 30, and then 31 plus. Yeah, fair enough. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, what were you expecting? It looks as expected. So players age band would be PD cut players age into the bins. So the bins are bins, and the labels are labels. Control and E or Control Shift E. How was it here? Let me remember. Shift E. Let me check. Okay, so I found it. It was Shift and Tab. And if you click the plus, you see first it needs the X data, then the bins, and then the labels. So we have provided the bins and we have provided the labels. And that's it. Quite okay so far. Let's see. Players. And we have this new column, value age band, which is good. What we can do is players age band. My favorite one is like value counts. It's not count values. And it looks like this. And we can even reset the index so we can make it look fancy. Yeah. No need even to sort it, sorted for us. And so far so good. So that's for today, our tutorial. We saw how to bring real SQL into Pandas, how to write equivalent queries, and how to analyze football with data based on filters, joins, aggregation, and tables. Let me recap quickly. What we did is we imported the data, we created a memory, a table into the memory, like using the connection and the cursor objects. This is how everything looks like. Let's put one more player here just for the interesting stake. This guy would be like this. He'll be forwarder for the Wolves, and his name would be Joe. Okay, Joe Jackson. Yeah, then we have the teams, the players. Joe Jackson is here for the Wolves. Let's make him with more goals actually. So it will be with 17. So here is the head, Joe Jackson with 17. Teams head, SQL Pandas. Okay, so forwarder with more than 1200 minutes, only these guys. Joe Jackson's not here. Aggregation, the guys with the biggest goals. Okay, Wolves is now number 1 with 24 because of Joe Jackson. Then joining and merging, Joe Jackson showed up. Then the players from the city. And now the interesting part, Joe Jackson is number 1 from the team of Wolves with 17 goals. But as far as we have not changed anything else, we have Lions still number 1. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like or comment something nice. Check out VitoshAcademy.com for more tutorials, and see you next time. Goodbye.